Right now in our personality profile, Ron Fuller, the Tennessee stud, coming out to join us right now. And Ron, very bad injury to Robert took place in the arena. We have some videotape, and we'd like to get your comment and review this situation if we could.
I think this film is going to pretty well explain everything, this videotape here. My brother and I won the Southeastern Tag Team Championships right in the middle of this cage. You're going to see that. And Robert was hurt after the match was over, the same way he was hurt before when they won the championship, him and Jimmy Golden, after the match was over. And the belts have had to revert back to the former champions, which I think is a ridiculous rule. But since Robert can't defend, then I guess they should go back to the champions. And as you can see here, we're taking care of business in the cage. Anderson is down. He's had the pile driver. Stubbs is down. Robert's going to go over and pick up Anderson here, and we're going to finish him off right here. And you're going to see this is a good way to finish Anderson off, too. All he's going to see here is this elbow right into his noggin. And this is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and we are Southeastern Tag Team Champions. There's no doubt about it. We beat them in the cage. We said we'd beat them if we ever got a cage match, and we did beat them right in the middle of the ring. Now, if they're going to stay with this, please, they'll be able to see what happens after this.
And this is exactly what does take place inside that steel cage, and one of the reasons steel cage match is so dangerous. Anything can happen before and during or after the match.
Well, most of the time, Charlie, it's supposed to happen during the match and not after the match. Now, you can see here, we have the belts. We are the champions. We've won the match, and I'm starting out of the cage first, and you watch Sonny King here slam the cage into me, and the side of my head hit that steel there, and King drugged me out of the cage. I'm sure that they had talked about this in the event they lost, because they knew they were going to lose, that what they might be able to do after. And you can see King here has pulled me out of the cage. He's trying to hook the cage back here, and you can see that both these guys have started on Robert on the inside, and in just a second they're going to knock this referee that's trying to get this cage back open again. King is trying to lock it back, and I think he probably did lock it back at that point. And you can see them in here take. What they're going to do here is the same thing they did to Larry Hamilton that hurt Larry Hamilton. That's a forward suplex drop onto the knee, which is very unusual. Now you see Stubbs here. I want you to watch what Stubbs does to the referee here. Not only does he knock him down, he throws him into the cage. And now you can see it picking Robert up with a backbreaker here, and Stubbs comes off the second rope, and this is what hurt him. This is caused a problem in his neck. And not only that, he had a concussion from during the match. So Robert's going to be out for a while. This is just the end here. I think they've edited down where they brought the stretcher in, and they put him on the stretcher, and they had to take the bottom rope off the ring to get him out of the ring. And it's a pretty disgusting thing to have happen to you when you win a championship that we wanted to win as badly as the Southeastern Tag Championship, and to have something as ridiculous as this happen after the match is over, after we had won the belt. And now I've got partners, plenty of partners. I've got one here today that's come all the way from the Philippines, and he's going to be showing the people in just a few minutes what he can do.
I'm glad you brought that up about your partners, and you are very well respected in the wrestling profession all across the world, Ron, and you and our friendship goes back quite some time. But for the benefit of the people, there is another man who wants very much to be your partner. And ladies and gentlemen, if I could, I want to roll this piece of videotape that was sent in to Southeastern Championship Wrestling about being a partner of the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller.
I might look a little different to some of you people because on the 13th of January of this year, every bone in my face was broken. 250 pounds of steel crushed it. My jaws were wired together. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. I had to breathe through a tube through my throat. And when you get that close to death, you do a lot of thinking. When you're staring at the ceiling, can't speak a word to anybody, you think about the good things and the bad things that have happened during your life. It took close to a month for plastic surgeons to put all the bones back in place, and while they were working on me, one thing stood out in my mind that I'm very unhappy with. 2 years ago, I did something that I'm really very sad about. I believe in my heart I cost the Tennessee stud the world title I also busted his leg. Thank goodness orthoscopic surgery fixed that leg, and he's a romping, stomping Tennessee stud like he's always been. And what I, Bullet Bob Armstrong, am here today for is to offer you my services. I know the problems you're having. I know the team you're facing. I know what's happened to your partners. I'm offering you my services. I'm ready. I'm in this gym 2 hours every day. And I think the Bullet and the Stud would be a hard team to beat. To clear my conscience and to help you, to kill two birds with one stone, Stud. Think about it. I sent a message to you personally. You turned me down flat, and I can't blame you. But now I'm here telling the world and everybody listening and watching that I'm sincere. Let me make it up to you. Let me make my life right.
Only you can answer that question.
There's been a lot of things gone down between me and Bob Armstrong. At this point, Charlie, I don't want anything to do with Bob Armstrong. You're right. You cost me the title, and I won't take Bob Armstrong as a partner. Like I said, I've got a young man here, came all the way from the Philippines. He can do the job. If he can't do it, I've got other people lined up. And Bob Armstrong, I don't need you.
Okay.